Everyone, well, I haven't left a video in ages, and there is a reason my hair is a mess. I finally got my carpal tunnel operation done. Is it focusing? So, do you want the catch up? I've looked through my Facebook and I can't share the videos that I made on Facebook over time I've not been on YouTube. So much to catch up on. Where do I start? So I finally got the kitchen done. Oh, my kitchen looks amazing now. It's gorgeous. And we got the living room painted. So the house looks great. I'll have to do a walk around video later. Simon and Marcus bought their own home. So they're now homeowners in Newcastle. They've got 3 cats and a rabbit now. As I said, too much pain and hassle and stress. Got this operation done. The stitches came out yesterday. I'll upload the video. But yeah. So at the moment, I've got... Oh, the hair is a mess. I've not been able to colour it, wash it, or anything for 2 weeks. No. Yeah. So I'd planned having 8 weeks off work with the operation and everything. Because I had it all planned what I was doing. And then before the op, I had a bit of a cold. And what happened was, I had a coughing fit. And when I was having the coughing fit, I felt a bit crap, so I laid down and sneezed straight after it. And I managed to pop out the membrane between your ribs. It got stretched and twisted, so I was in a lot of pain. And then just before my op, clever twat me, I was sitting down at work, sort of like a flop sit, and I was sitting down and twisting as I did it, and I coughed again, and there was this explosion in my back. It was like a coconut breaking. And what's happened is it your thoracic? The muscles that attach from like under your boob to around your shoulder, I really badly damaged all them. So I ended up in A&E. They couldn't do anything for me. And then the next morning I couldn't breathe. And they ambulanced me out my house because they thought that I'd broken a rib. Because in the A&E they did think that I'd cracked my rib or something with coughing and what I'd done. So I had to go back to hospital. The x-rayed me to check that I hadn't punctured my lung because I was having real trouble breathing. I was in so much pain. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. So, yeah, that is actually worse than the hand operation was. The hand op was nothing. It was great. Do you know what I mean? I was awake all the time for the procedure. And it's been 2 weeks now since that nearly. Well, next week it'll be 2 weeks. So I've got a week now to manipulate my hands, moisturise it all up, do lots of exercises and stuff like that. And then work for a week. At the end of that week, I'm at Simon's and Marcus's because I go to New York. So I'm house sitting. So I have to get house sitters and cat sitters in my house. Oh my God, I look a wreck with my hair. I haven't even brushed it for 3 days. It's just been like, horrible, horrible. So yeah, then after I get back from there, I'm back at work. So that'll all be good. But the problems I've had getting his hand operation, as you know, it's taken so long. I did see another doctor who believed it was in my elbow as well. So he was going to operate on my elbow and my hand. And then he went on basically, he said, yeah, you're getting your operation. And then told my doctors I was getting my operation. And what happened was he sent a letter the next day to me saying, you fat, you smoke, you're not getting your operation. I'd already at this point been waiting 1.5 years. So I eventually get a pre-op, go to it. And I said, am I seeing a doctor today? Because the doctor that saw me last said it was my elbow as well. And he's now gone on a sabbatical for 1 year. So they had to stop my pre-op, book me in to see a doctor who saw me and did lots and lots of tests on me and everything. And he discovered that it was nothing to do with my elbow. The problem lies, somehow I've damaged my neck. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it on YouTube before, but a few years ago I had this thing where I went dizzy and I collapsed. And it was like being drunk in the middle of a storm, wearing high-heeled shoes on a boat. And it was like that when I was laid down flat. And I suffered that for 1 whole year. I couldn't move. I was working and everything with it, but it was horrible. Do you know what I mean? I had a bout of labyrinthitis with it. And it was only a locum doctor that discovered maybe try an Epley manoeuvre on me, and that sort of fixed it. But anyhow, going back to this hand thing, the doctor that saw me at the hospital was amazing, and he discovered by pushing my head and doing some tests on my arms that my problem is I've got a misaligned cervical or something like that. So basically the bone at the top of your neck that is under your skull here is misaligned. And guess what it causes, boys and girls? It causes migraine. It causes vertigo, dizziness. It causes numbness in your extremities. It causes pain in your back and your knees. Because if you think your head's... Oh, another thing, when I'm looking at you straight now, you can see my head tilts to this side. Like, I have to hold my head up for it to go straight. That is the natural position of my head. So if you draw a line from that, it's where my back hurts. And if you draw a line from that, it's where my hip hurts. And I've told them that I'd lost power in my hip. So this cervical misalignment might explain quite a lot of the things I've been having wrong with me. So I'm in the process of getting that sorted out at the moment. But anyhow, I had my hand operation. The surgeon that did it said if the other doctor had gone ahead and done my elbow, I wouldn't have been working, because he was doing an operation that wouldn't have needed being doing. So always check for your operations, boys and girls. Yeah, not good. So hopefully today when my mum comes, I can wash them up. Look at the doom of it. Oh, I'm growing my hair colour out. And I'm getting quite good. I've got down to about here, natural colour. And I've got all these pretty rainbowy pastel colours in it as well. Oh, God, it's just so gipping. I'm not used to having horrible hair. And, oh, yeah, you think I've got a lot of hair, yeah? All this hair, all of this is just the top of my head, because it is shaved both sides, look, and all around the back. So you can see how thick my hair is. So, yeah, I've done loads since I've last seen you. And I'm hopefully going to be doing more videos if I remember, if I get time to. But I've got a few weeks off now, so probably will be doing some catch-up videos. And I'll see you all later. Missed you all.